Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather and today is Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. So it's been a few days since Easter dinner, so I'm working on my leftovers. I'm going to make what I call my leftover turkey ham soup. So in here I've got all my leftover turkey and ham off the bones. I put in about 6 cups of water. And then just because this is so loud, I did take my immersion blender and just blend it like this for about 5 minutes. Just to get all the turkey and ham into, nicer little bite-sized pieces. And I'm just waiting for this to come back to a boil. So I added about 6 cups of water, maybe 8, I'm not quite sure. Somewhere between 6 and 8 cups. I didn't really measure. I just kind of poured it into my container until the water was just a little bit over top of the meat. So how much meat do I have? The containers are all over here behind me. So this is the turkey. So these little Anchor or Pyrex dishes, I'm trying to read the amount. 2.6 liters is how much is here. So these are just the leftover bones that I got all the meat off as much as I can, and this is just the hard bits of the ham where it kind of burnt, or some of the fatter pieces of stuff, which I'm going to give to my puppy, some of that stuff. This stuff I'm not going to give to her, so I have to deal with those in a little bit. So that is how much turkey and how much ham I had to go into this, my stock pot. So this was mostly turkey, a bit of ham. And then something else boiling over on my stove. I'm just going to turn this down now because it's at the boiled stage. Alright, and in this pot I've warmed up the mashed potatoes, the mashed yams, gravy, and the cranberry sauce. And so to my stock pot I'm going to add in that stuff. Alright, so like I said, in here I've got the turkey, ham, and it's been blended. And then in here I've got a bunch of the other leftovers. And I am going to just add, like I said, this is the potatoes, yams, gravy, dressing, and cranberry sauce. Like I said, it's just a leftover soup. We've been eating leftovers for quite a few days now. Also just want to clean out my fridge. I love how for soups and stews, this could be a soup, this could be a stew, just depending on how thick it gets. And sometimes if I had, like whole potatoes, they work good in here too. But all I have is the mashed potatoes. That's all I had made. So my stock pot is almost full, but this is going to be a really good supper. It's a great way to, after about 3 or so days of eating leftovers, I find just turning it all into a soup cleans out my fridge. And then you cook the soup, and then you've got eating on the soup for about another 2 days. And it might look like a huge pot, but with the size of my family, this will be gone, before Friday. And today's Wednesday, so then I can start, making other food again, because it'd be nice to have a change from just turkey and ham and everything for a week. So I'm just gonna let this continue to boil. I haven't added any spices to this. All these foods were spiced when I made them, so I usually wait until everything is incorporated and see if I needed any other type of spices. So I'm just going to let this come back to a boil and mix this all in good. And then I'm just going to get this back to a boil now I've added the other stuff, and then I'll put it back on a low simmer for a few hours, and then I will come back when this is all really nice. Looks like a really nice soup. All right, so I've had the soup now simmering on medium for a couple hours. It's starting to look really good. I mean, it's kind of thick. It looks like a gravy right now, but it smells good. It tastes good. So now I'm going to add in, I've got enough room in this pot, hoping I do. I've got the leftover Brussels sprouts and the carrots. And then I'm just going to leave these in here just to continue simmering for a few more hours until it's supper time. So there's the Brussels sprouts and the carrots. I'm not pushing these down. I don't want the pot to overflow. It might. I may have to take some of this stuff out and make a second smaller pot. I think that's what I'm going to end up having to do. But I'm just going to add the rest of these carrots and just put the lid back on. And I'm just going to leave it on to a very low simmer until supper time. And this will be our supper for the next tonight and the next night or two. I'm not quite sure how many more nights. Probably 2 nights for sure. We could get 3 nights worth of supper out of a stock pot this size. But that is what I do with my leftover turkey and ham dinners, is I just turn it all into a big soup. So I will be back in a few hours. You can see the final product. All right, so the soup has been on a low simmer for a couple hours. I actually poured enough out of this big black stock pot to actually fill this one. So we've got a lot of soup and it's ready to eat. I'm just going to lift myself up a nice bowl so you can see how thick it is. I'll probably have to add some more vegetables. I've got more carrots. I'll probably chop up more carrots and Brussels sprouts and put them in here, and more potatoes because I think it does need chunks of potatoes, but there it is. Just a quick and easy leftover soup or a stew, whatever you want to call this, because it's, with the pureeing of all the meat, and the meat is just all blended in. If I wanted to, I could even puree the carrots and the Brussels sprouts a little bit more too, but I wanted to keep them with chunks. So I think I'm going to add some potatoes in here for tonight's supper. And like I said, I've been having this on here cooking all morning. I think I started this, I was like about 10 or something this morning. I was cutting up the meat. It's almost like 2 o'clock now, so it's been, cooking for quite a few hours. It looks so good. It tastes really good too. You can really taste the ham, which is why I like to do the mix of the ham and the turkey. Ham gives it a better flavor. I haven't added any salt or pepper or any other spices, so whatever spices are in here is whatever I use to spice up all the food. So it's just a quick and easy way to use up all your Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever holiday it is, to use up all the leftovers. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribed to my channels and watching my videos. And I can't believe the number of new subscribers I have. I can't believe how many people watch some of the videos that have been up for a week and how fast they are just, the numbers are going up. I can't believe it, but just thank you so much to everybody. And I will see you all in my next videos. Bye.